Hey guys, and welcome back to Gunpla News episode 12 for November 2015. This is the final part where we're going to talk about a few featured kits, just 4 of them, not too many this time, so it should be relatively short. If you want to go back and watch all of the parts of this month's episode in a playlist, you can do that on my channel. Part 1, we talked about some news. Part 2, we talked about some kit and figure announcements, which was mostly dominated by figures. And then part 3, we talked about all of the updates on all of the kits and figures coming out. Part 4, we talked a little bit about some third-party and resin stuff coming out. And then, so this part we're going to talk about some features. So let's get into it. The first one is going to be a HG Guntank Early Type, the Origin version, customized build by Takuya. This one, at first glance, you can tell it's customized. I think just like the part that jumps out the most as being customized is the chest. But then when you just look more closely at the kit, you can see just how much this is customized. Pretty much everything on it is customized. I think there are a couple areas where you can tell that he didn't touch it too much, but he added a lot onto the sides of the treads. The backpack is totally reworked. All of it's not really kind of chest. The body portion of it is all totally redone. So a lot of really cool work went into this. This is the kind of kit that I've seen a lot of builds of this kit since it came out. Most of them are just really nicely done, like weathered builds and things like that. People are loving weathering on this kit, but haven't seen a whole lot in terms of customized versions of this kit. So this one's really cool to see, just a customized version of this. It's very, very nice work. Of course, the quality is really top notch. The painting is nice too, just that really nice blue color on there. It looks really good and all of that. So a really cool build. With this kit and with the other 3 kits I'm going to be talking about, if you want to see links to see more images of these or like maybe higher quality, closer up images, you can check the links in the information on this video and go check those out. The next one is going to be an HG Marasai High Mobility Amphibious Type custom build by udonnu. Now this one as well, certain aspects of the design I think are not particularly my taste, but just overall I thought it was really interesting, unique, customized build here of an HG Marasai. Of course, some of the parts should be kind of recognizable from he's obviously doing a lot of kit bashing here. Some of the parts are scratch built, but some of these are obviously kit bashed from other kits. A couple of them being maybe more recognizable than others. But really cool design. I especially really like the huge white tubes on the shoulders. I'm guessing those are like missile tubes. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what else those could be, considering that it's an amphibious type suit. So I don't know, maybe they are missiles, so like it's meant to like just like come up to the water, blast off those missiles, eject the tanks, and then like go back for like water combat. I don't know. Anyway, it's a really cool, unique design, and nicely done. Although, like I said, certain parts of the design are maybe not what I would have done. I think he did a good job keeping the design pretty, what do I want to say? Everything looks like it goes together really well. So kit bashing, it can be easy to kind of overdo it or maybe use parts that don't actually end up looking like they go together all that well. In this case, everything works, and I think it came out really cool. It's very interesting commander antenna on that too. If you look at that, really cool. So next one is an MGZZuto II Sandstorm custom build, diorama build actually, by Bud. This one was one of the GBWC entries this year, so I'm not sure how it's doing in the standing at this moment. I know it made it into the top 25 in Japan, so wishing good luck. It was one of my favorites in the top 25 this year, so looking forward to seeing how it ends up doing in the finals. It's a really cool build. This one, again, there's a couple things on it that I wouldn't have done, namely the missile pods on the back part of it. It's kind of like backpack, back skirt part of it. There's like a couple missile pods on the side. I wouldn't have put those on there, as well as the one on the shoulder shield. I think it would have looked a lot better without those. Those were really unnecessary. Did like all this really cool customizing stuff, like scratch building and all this stuff on the kit, and then like those are just look like builders parts that are just like slapped onto there. Like seems like an afterthought, really. But everything else about it is so cool. One of the things that I really like about this as well is the color scheme. The color scheme is really cool, and just all the customization on it, all the modifying and just like adding details here and there, and like certain parts like the thighs is like the Zaku II inner frame without the armor on it. Looks really cool. So just utilizing the inner frame there. This is actually a not a just regular Zaku II. It's a Zaku Cannon is the base kit that he used for this. I'm 99% certain because I could just tell by looking at it. Certain parts of it, the legs especially, and you can see in the backpack, somewhere in there in the backpack, it looks like is the missile launchers that go on the side of the Zaku Cannon. So it looks like he incorporated those somewhere into the backpack as well. So fairly recognizable parts of the Zaku Cannon in there. So I can be pretty sure he used that for the base kit. Anyway, the important thing is that it's really cool, really nicely done kit. The weathering on it is really nice as well. Not overdone. Good weathering. It looks like it's been in use in the desert, so that's really cool. And just really, really interestingly designed backpack on that, really. So just really enjoyed that build. And the last one I want to talk about today is the Master Grade Rick Diaz Quattro Vageena detailed custom build by Kouichi. Kouichi, I'm pretty sure I've featured at least one kit by Kouichi before, but again lost my notes here, so I had a list of every kit that I featured before, and now have lost that. But I'm pretty sure I've shown a kit by Kouichi before. Really great modeler, really cool design he's got here with basically taking Rick Diaz, detailing it up a bit, doing some scratch building, some parts on the backpack. The scratch building he's done to the backpack I think looks really, really cool. Especially, I really like that quite a bit. The Kotobukiya weapon that he added to this, it's like that Kotobukiya, I can't remember the name of that gun in particular, but it's like a sort of a kind of bazooka. It's like a freestyle bazooka or something like that, I believe it's called. Anyway, that particular weapon I don't really particularly like because it's been very overused, I think. I mean, no offense to anyone who's used it, but it's a really cool designed weapon, so a lot of people have used it. So now, I mean, at this point, using it with any design, unless it goes so seamlessly with the design of the mobile suit, it just sticks out so much. Like, oh, there's that Kotobukiya weapon set. It doesn't look like it goes with that. I mean, you can tell it's something from something else that was added to this. So that's what I mean. I hope that makes sense. And of course, it's all up to the modeler, but that is, at this point for me, is so recognizable as that unless it's heavily modified, I wouldn't really use that with a kit unless it really, really goes with the design. He did though, and I think it works okay. There's other parts of the kit that I think are much more appealing for me. Like I said, the backpack and just the overall details and painting of the kit in general. Really nicely painted as well. Decals on there, really cool marking decals on that. Just a beautiful build, and I highly recommend you guys check out his site to see some of his other work as well. Really nice stuff. And that's it for the features this month. I wanted to do I usually like to do 5 or 6, something like that, but a little bit shorter this time, just 4. Next month we'll have probably a lot of new stuff to talk about in terms of announcements, so probably going to be a little bit short on the features next month as well. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Send them my way, and I'll consider putting those in a future episode. So thank you guys for watching. That's it for this month's episode of Gunpla News. Hope that was entertaining, helpful, or in some way worth watching to you guys. Let me know if there's anything that I missed, anything that I should add into next month's episode. Again, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.